All right, you guys, we are back. It's your boy Q, and up next we have something I really didn't expect. J. Cole has released a track entitled Port Antonio, in which he reveals the reasons why he backed out of the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. After the beef, his reputation was definitely stained. A lot of people were calling him soft. A lot of people were saying that he should have never been in the conversation to be the number one guy because of how he handled this. After the fact, we do find out that he had some behind the scenes phone calls that definitely influenced his decision, because I'm pretty sure Schoolboy and them told him, like, fam, Kendrick is coming for blood, and I don't think you're built for this. And he heated. He took his city bike and he rode away, fam. He rode off into the streets of New York City, man. And judging by the speech he made at his concert, where he kind of explained it a little bit, he's a man that values his peace, so I get it. He says it was very out of character for him to act this way. But, fam, if you want to be labeled the number one rapper, the number one anything, you're going to have competition and they're going to want to snatch away that title from you. So, yeah, man, this is just what comes with the game. We'll see if it's enough to change people's mind. But the thing you can't take away from J. Cole is that he can rap. He can rap his ass off and he's going to ride a bike somewhere. But, fam, but enough dilly-dallying. Let's jump right into the video. And this is coming from someone that, like, dude, when he was on that feature run, man, I was one of the biggest advocates for J. Cole. So it did leave me a little disappointed. But I'm like, yo, we can't tell people how to run their careers. We can't tell people how to respond and react to situations. But enough dilly-dallying. Let's jump right into the video. Again, it's entitled Port Antonio by J. Cole. The soul sample pitched up. Boom bap. It definitely gives me like vintage Ye vibes. That pitched up soul sample. Same sample as Jay. Ride to it, man. Like, fam, I just think of him riding away in the city bike, like I said earlier. Ride to it.
Young Jermaine walked the straight and narrow, minimum wage jobs for the narrow, but still
every time he paints a picture of himself, it's definitely like the nice kid, you know, just trying to make it.
my mind was on the zeros. I fiend for the perks that was seen flipping birds. So we was skipping church, but my eyes was on the sparrows. Niggas flipping pies, spending thousands on a payroll. Shit, I wanna shine too. I want dimes too. Jealous niggas wanna know just how my rhymes blew. Mono y mono, I'm Bono, I'm you times two.
You can say that about a lot of people, but you can't say that about one specific person, obviously. But yeah, claims like that are obviously going to get clowned because of how he folded so quickly.
I'm bougie, I done outgrew the fountain blue, but never forgot the spot where I developed my plot. To dwell at the top, the veil where all my skeletons locked. If I could do it all over, then I never would swap. I seen good, I seen bad, had my melanin mocked. I seen lifelong friends turn to devilish ops. I was Mike in red leather trying to tell him to stop. You better beat it for you see that heavy metal get popped. He was a mean ass wing with a hell of a shot. But if no team draft king, he gon' bet on the block. He wanna ball till he fall until the federals knock. And sit his ass on the bench for moving careless with rock. You can't relate unless your father was not around. And your mother went out and found someone else and then brought around. And they salaries then combined. When they married and brought you out of that poverty, then you moved to a soft little part of town. So that when you back in the hood, you feel awkward about it now. Then your confidence start to drown, but the rapping gave you some positive.
Introspective Cole is dope. He can get super vulnerable on the track, and yeah, man, like I said, he can rap his ass off, and he kind of owns up to like some of the qualities that some people would think as like, I guess, soft. Like he's not trying to see homies fight, even though obviously Kendrick and Drake are far from homies. I think the closest they ever got to actual friendship was when they were on tour together, and I'm pretty sure Kendrick must have saw something that flipped the whole script, and plus the countless other things that Drake has been accused of. But yeah, man, this guy just loves his piece, fam.
Thoughts, so you jot them down. You jot them down. Ride to it, 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 ride to it.
Super laid back production.
Ride to it, ride to it. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping.
There's one dude that could definitely stop him, but I digress. Stuff like that, people aren't going to take seriously, especially after what they saw. I'm telling you, man, the one way to come back is just to diss Drake. I feel like that matchup is also something that's a lot closer than Drake versus Kendrick. But yeah, like after he went out, like that'd be the one thing that like might like sway some people's like perception of him. But like the way he talks about Drake, he still sees that dude as like a friend, even though Drake has definitely thrown subs his way. So I'm like, all right, Cole, just don't be a punk about it. Like if somebody's throwing shots, like throw some shots back. Wouldn't be for clicks. It'd be something that like, dude, this is what rap is. Rap can get competitive. And for all the times that J. Cole has said that he's number one, and for all the times that he said that he's number one, like that comes with certain things. That comes with other people trying to take that title for themselves, people trying to take that claim for themselves. So you can't be surprised. It's like they say like, all right, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. And I feel like that's like the perfect analogy for this. We'll see if time can change the perception. But as of right now, people are definitely looking at him as soft. Like in hindsight, it looks like it was a smart thing, especially with like the path that Kendrick was on. But if you were feeling like this, you might as well just have stayed silent and not listen to the people around you saying that you had to do this, knowing that it was out of your character, fam. And now you just look like a sucker to people.
Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. 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 Yeah. Benjamin Button, cold flows, reverse time. To find deliveries good as mine, you gotta search primes. I'm scaling heights higher than birds can perch, trying to be something, hoping that peace comes to my cursed mind. One thing's for sure, that I've matured from my first rhyme. I learned long ago, you can't please them all and it hurts trying. In this game where all you've got is your name, like dirt, I'm smirking at niggas trying.
Exactly, your name and your reputation, which you can soil by making certain moves.
Be smirch mine, absurd times with a fake get told it is wise. I can see hating both of your eyes, but the third's blind. So you search lines, but you struggle, which explains the puzzled look on the dull faces the word finds. I hate when raps become, but like do not disturb signs. Can't knock it if I see it's about the dough. They instigate the fuckery because it's profitable. But singing stop the violence tunes with dudes in hospitals. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood.
Yeah, it's that call that Schoolboy Q made. Like, yo, bro, you don't want any of this smoke, fam. Kendrick is on another level right now.
They wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle, dog. I would have lost the bro. I would have gained a foe. And all for what? Just to attain some more.
I will say this. I feel like he could have battled Kendrick and still have maintained some type of friendship if it didn't go personal, which is something that's hard to do, especially when it comes into these type of battles where ego does have a role, a major role. Kendrick has always thrown shots to everybody, and if you're dumb enough to engage, you're dumb enough to get dismantled.
Props from strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for since the age of 14. Jermaine is no king, if that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bot niggas just to sway the whole thing on social media, competing for your favorable memes to be considered best to live and rest, the weight of both things. I understand the thirst to being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies, so lines.
Of course, man. That thirst for first, it's crowded at the top, and when you're number one, you have a target on your back. So you got to be prepared for that. So don't call yourself number one. Don't put yourself in that combo if you're not ready for the attention that brings.
Got crossed, perhaps regrettably. My friends went to war, I walked away with all they blood on me. Now some will discredit me, try wipe away my pedigree. But please, find a nigga out that's rapping this incredibly. My dog texted me, I share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. I guess in that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me. I texted back like, guess a gun ain't what I'm trying to be, my nigga. They stripped me of my spot and now I'm finally free, my nigga. They say I'm picking sides, they don't you lie on me, my nigga. To start another war, and Drake, you'll always be my nigga. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me, my nigga.
That's something that you probably should have said in private, because I know people are going to clown you for that, fam. If you don't say Kendrick's name and say how much of a friend he is, people are going to look at you a certain way, man.
Fuck all the narratives. Tapping back into your magic pen is what's imperative. Reminding these folks why we do it. It's not for beefing, it's for speaking our thoughts, pushing ourselves, reaching the charts, reaching your minds, deep in your hearts, creeping to find emotions to touch, something inside to open you up, help you cope with the rough times and shit.
That's a
I'm
fact.
sending love cause we ain't prime and shit. My nigga, y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Yeah, y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Nah, y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't
Downshifted.
stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me.
Yeah, man. Like I said earlier, one thing you can't take away from Cole is the fact that he can rap his ass off. The dude is a master storyteller. The dude's imagery, like, is pretty amazing when it comes to the pen. That's something that you can't really take away from him. But him dropping out the beef the way he did, like so ceremoniously too. But I feel like the whole ambiance this record kind of created was almost like an end credit scene. Like I said, I just see him like riding away on his bike and just waving off into the sunset, like into the streets of New York. But yeah, man, I don't think this is definitely enough to change people's perception. Yeah, we get a little more clarification as to why he didn't want to do it for clicks. He didn't want to lose a friend. But like, I don't think that would have been the case. As long as you don't take it personal, I think that everyone else was pretty like cool with that. Like and it would have just been like a test to see who's better skilled, because I definitely feel like Kendrick, with him stating that, like, basically, you if you don't take it personal, I won't take it personal. But obviously Drake did not listen, and that unleashed the floodgates to a lot of narratives that have definitely stuck for Drake. But yeah, man, I still feel that you're gonna have that soft narrative towards J. Cole. I don't think this record really changed too much. It didn't help that as soon as he comes out, he has some really weak features. That Grippy record is something that is tattooed in people's minds, fam. So I don't think this is enough. Like, I guess it's cool, you know what I mean? It's nothing. This record isn't a game changer, but it's definitely paints a picture of who he is. The guy values his peace. You could tell he's a good dude. He's not a guy that wants to be hated by anybody. But sometimes when you are that way, or you put a lot of pressure on yourself, which you'll never really live up to. If he really felt this way, he really shouldn't have listened to the people that were egging him on to respond to Kendrick, and just stayed silent. And I feel like, all right, silence is better than coming out with a record that was and then folding right away. You were definitely clowned on the internet for a bit. I still think Cole is a dope rapper, but we can't lie and say in hindsight it didn't like take a little bit of that luster off. You know what I mean? Definitely let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this was enough of an explanation? Do you think he really needed to do it? What do you think about the perception of J. Cole in the rap game right now? To me, I still think he's one of the top rappers, but he's kind of taken himself out of the equation of ever being seen number one. And with the way he was talking about Drake, it seems like he really values that friendship, obviously. So I don't think we're going to get any bars towards him. But there's been a few jabs at J. Cole coming by the way of Drake. So it's like at a certain point, like, fam, at least for yourself, man, you got to respond, you know? You can't have this guy clowning on you too, but I guess time will tell. So definitely let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is enough for him to explain himself? And do you think it even matters at this point? I really don't think so. Like, time will see how like people treat his catalog. But I'm not gonna lie to you and say when a J. Cole record pops up, I'm not like, you know, and which is saying a lot because, bam, like during his feature run where he was killing everything, I was one of his biggest advocates. But I'm not gonna lie again and say that that hasn't like worn off a little bit. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. This channel wonders. Thank you guys so much for supporting. We got over 2,500 in a very short time, and the last video got over 100 subs. So like, yeah, it's all thanks to you guys. I'm definitely super, super grateful, and I'm looking forward to all the dialogues in the comments. So yeah, hope you guys love the video, and I hope to see you guys soon.